So today I wanted to show you my current setup as a full-time artist in the film industry. I'll be showing you my layout, accessories, books that have helped me grow as an artist, my inspiration wall, my functional decor, and finally some software and brushes that I really recommend for any digital artist. I hope it inspires you to create your own space that feels like a representation of not just what you want to create, but also a reflection of your personality as well. So first off, with the desk setup, we'll start with my desk. It's a standing desk that I bought in 2023. I don't remember the brand, but it's definitely a knockoff of like a better quality one. I highly recommend a standing desk, by the way, or if you don't want to splurge on a whole new desk, like using a standing desk topper, you can find them all over the place on Facebook Marketplace. I bought one for when I worked at Sony and I couldn't obviously bring my desk with me. Sitting all day can be really demanding on the body, and so having an ability to just switch between sitting and standing can really improve your physical health. And if you've been sitting as an artist, you know it's important to take care of your physical health. So yeah, I highly recommend it. As for my tech setup, I use a dual monitor setup. My drawing tablet is the Huion Pro 24-inch 4K. My other screen is a Sansui 34-inch curved gaming monitor on a arm, and my mic is an in-ear mic that I got for pretty cheap. As for my PC, it's a custom built that I made in about 2023. I'm going to put the specs on the screen here. For something that is almost 4 years old, it still works great. I would just say if you're going to follow this build, to up the memory quite a bit, because I have had to replace and add additional memory and storage. But it works pretty well for what I built it for, and yeah, I love it. As for the other things on my desk setup, I also keep some pencils and a notebook for brainstorming or quick notes, a pair of blue light glasses, a fur figurine that I got in Japan because I love fur, and an Xbox controller on my desk for gaming. Yes, I prefer controller. Do not kill me. It's what I grew up on. I prefer controller. Thank you. My desk mat is from Beth Be Rad. I got it at a LA Comic Con 2 years ago, and it is by far my favorite mat I've ever had. The detail is so nice, and it is an astonishing amount of quality. Plus, some of all my favorite things are onsens and monkeys, so it is very perfect. I love it so much. As for below the desk, girl, don't worry about it. Do I cable manage? No. Do I put some linen in front of the cord so it doesn't stress me out? Yes, I do. That is what I do. Below the desk, I also have a leg swing, which, oh my god, has been such a game changer. You have no idea. I sit really weirdly, 99% of the time. I sit cross-legged, I'll sit with one leg up, but having something to support that leg that's kind of stretched out has been just absolutely fantastic. It brings such relief. As for my chair, I found an Ermin Miller Aeron on Facebook Marketplace for $250, which sounds a lot for a chair until you find out they're I don't even remember, $2K brand new, something like that. Do I think they're worth $2K? Absolutely not. But do they function really well for long sitting hours? Absolutely. As for my Studiomates, directly behind me is where my two dinosaur babies live, Bee and Dilly. They are lovely, sweet babies. They are incredibly spoiled with their own waterfall shower, beds, and a cage bigger than me. I wanted them to be in the office with me because, well, I'm here most of the time and they like being around their mama. The only downside is that they love to chirp when I talk, so when I'm on a call, they're chirping too. So we're working on that. Besides them is my partner's side of the studio, where he has his writing supplies, books, and gaming stuff. We're both very similar people, so we're both interested in similar scientific topics and psychology topics, so we end up sharing a lot of the books that are here. Speaking of books, let's chat about my collection. I only keep my art and reference books in the studio. All my non-art related books I keep in my bedroom so it doesn't get too crowded. In the bottom shelf, I have lots of reference and art books. Half are the Perspective magazine, which is the ADG's monthly magazine, and the other half is a mix of concept art books and reference books. For people who are looking to build out their reference collection, I really highly recommend checking out travel and world photography books. Don't just look for art books the entire time. They have so much to offer when it comes to inspiration or reference, sometimes more than art books themselves, so I highly recommend it. These two books, How to Draw and Color and Light, are probably the books I recommend the most to any mid-level artist. They're a bit more wordy, but they dive into the technical aspects of art, and I really appreciate all the insight that they have. I also recommend The Skillful Huntsman, How to Draw Comics, The Marvel Way, and Jack Ham's figure drawing books. The book I have open is Dylan Cole's new book. It's chocked full of his art and experiences on the films that he worked on. I really look up to Dylan. He is incredibly talented, and a large reason why I felt like there was a path between production design and concept art that I could possibly take one day. His work speaks for itself, and I was really grateful to have met him a few times over the years. I don't want to show you guys too much because I really recommend getting the book for yourself. You will not be disappointed if you get it. Not sponsored, of course, but just highly recommend it. And beside that, I have my 2 little tiger figurines here on my desk, my baby philodendron, my watercolor tablet, and my gouache paints for when I want to go plein air painting. I also kept some textural samples for painting rocky landscapes or rusty material. It's been really helpful to see and like move it around to see how the light bounces on these kind of surfaces. Beside this bookshelf, I have a mini fridge. This is bougie for me, but it was given to me as a wrap gift, so I extra appreciate it. It 100% definitely helps when you're in that zone and you just like can't peel yourself out. It's definitely not needed, but it is a very nice luxury to have. And call me old school, but instead of keeping things on a Pinterest board tucked away, I like to print things out. So these are some of my favorite artists. I just like to keep them above me to, you know, look up to and find inspiration in. This is from APB Reloaded. I came across this image on Pinterest and I was like so impressed. JDR, one of my favorite artists of all time, super nice guy as well. He is so good. He's one of my favorite artists, super nice. Yeah, love him. Leah Pinto, very famous. I'm sure you guys know all about Leah Pinto. Love her color, her like expressive blockiness. It's so good. This is Fireball Studios, specifically their project with Riot for James Fix's Everything. It is so good. The Arcane crew, specifically Sebastian Flores, did such an amazing job with the textures in the background. Just so fantastic. I have Jay Fekur, who did Into the Spider-Verse. I met him at a concept art education event. He answered all of my questions, and I mean, his work speaks for himself. He also worked on Goat, and that concept art is also so good. These two are from Top Dog Studios, which was like one of the first pieces of concept art that like really inspired me, so I wanted to keep them up here. These are a complete mystery because I do not know who painted these. I've tried so many times to try and find who these artists are. I've tried like Google image reversing on Pinterest and Google, can't find anything. So if you guys know who these artists are, please let me know so I can credit them. This is all from the same project from Terraform Studios, which is like, Terraform Studios, love them. This is from their project Skate. I just love the textural elements. It's so chunky, it's so like, I can see the paint strokes, it's just so good. It's just like, I could just eat it, it's so good. This right here is my people reference board. This is a combination of a bunch of different artists. Some of these I've subscribed to like their Patreon, like this one over here. I love their styles, they're all kind of different, but there's something in them that I haven't quite deciphered that I really enjoy about it. So I did like kind of a 180 turn of all of my favorite people artists. And then finally, I have a board of composition reference. This has been floating all over Pinterest for like a decade. If you guys know who the artist is, please let me know about this one as well, because I've seen this thing for like 5 years and there's so many reposts I cannot find the original. I currently have all of my work stuff in this area right here. And then I also have like my games and Discord down here. One of the things I really wanted to recommend to you guys today, if you're not already using it, is called Pure Ref. It basically is an infinite canvas for all of your references, and you can drag and drop and reorganize. You can drag and drop from anywhere, even Pinterest. You don't have to like download things. You can add text. This is for a little personal project I'm working on, but I could continue and make this like infinitely, an infinite amount of research. Or if you don't want to download something, there's something very similar online called Miro. You can use that as well. Instead of making Pinterest boards, I just like to have things laid out as easy and as simple as they can. So yeah, highly recommend Pure Ref. The next thing I want to talk about, because I know we all love to talk about brushes, is brushes and what kind of brushes that I like to use. I found this old brush kit called KNKL brushes, and I don't use any of these except for KNKL chalk. And for some reason, I just really like it. I really like to use this for sketching. It just feels very natural and feels like a real pencil. The next pack I really recommend is Sparth's Extended Nature Pack. As you can see, there is a ton of pebbles and rock textures and grass textures, trees, everything. I highly recommend it for when you just need to get like something done really fast. This is also where I like to get my clouds from, because he has so many different clouds that you can choose. It's great. The final brush pack I would recommend is Ari Pan's brushes. You guys have probably seen these everywhere already, and I do really like them. There's quite a few more programs and brushes I would love to show you guys in maybe another video. Let me know if you guys have any brushes or programs that you love. Tell me what you like. And yeah, thank you to all 1.11k subscribers on this channel. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you later. Bye.